Finally, your BMS exams are around the corner, and I know that you have reached a point in your studies where you are feeling the burnout. Either you're feeling depressed or demotivated, or you're feeling that anxiety hitting you so hard. And I want to tell you people one thing, that you're not alone. There are so many people like us, so many people like you. So in fact, me too. So it's not a time to sit and worry. It's time to sit and be motivated to study. Hey people, this is Kapil Shrigiri, final year BMS student studying at Bapuji Ayurvedic Medical College, shivamogga. So there are only 17 days left for the final exams, and I know I'm one of the people who actually do not sit and study for longer duration of hours. And it's not just about me, it's about so many of the people who are not into that stuff. So it's for them.
I need you to listen to me very carefully. Panic. Pay no attention to detail. Let your mind race. Take short, rapid breaths.
So according to me, fear can be divided into good fear and bad fear. So whenever something difficult hits our life, for example, exam fear, so we can do three things. Either sit and cry over the same thing, that is freeze, flight or fight. So if you want to sit and cry over the same fear, then there is no solution for that. You will go on having that same monotonous days, and you will have no progress over your studies or whatever. Otherwise you can one thing you can do is flight. Flight is something where you get to sit and study, sit and fear about the things that you are doing and not find any solution. The better solution is to fight. So in order to do that, you're supposed to be motivated. So in Ayurveda we say that addiction is bad for health. So which means having food without getting any hungry or appetite is bad for health. In the same way, it also works for the mental capacities also. For example, if you're not feeling motivated, if you're not in the mood to study, then you can't force it. Even forcing your brain to study when you're not in the mood is bad for your health, because you won't concentrate on things and that won't go into your mind. So it's important for you to be in the zone, be in the space to study. So see to it that you don't force yourself into studying too much or too aggressively, and that is very bad for your mind also. I think the fear for examination can be due to lack of preparation or the lack of enthusiasm to study, or looking at your friends the way they are studying. Maybe these are some of the reasons that might create that anxiety in yourself. I want to tell you people that you don't want yourself to follow somebody else, because if you compare yourself in a running race, you don't really match the person's pace. So it's important to find your own pace and style and run that way, and then only you will find importance of that, whatever progress you're going to find. So it's not just about problems, it's also about solutions. Like I said, fighting for whatever difficulty you have in life is about finding solution in your own way, because one solution can be only helpful to an individual, just like a different prakritis in Ayurveda. So it depends on what exactly you want. So you need to find your own style instead of going in others' direction. So I think some of the general, for every disease there is Samanya Nidan, Samanya Chikitsa and Vishesh Chikitsa. So for even this, I can only come up with Samanya Chikitsa for each and every one of us. So you need to find your own Vishesha Chikitsa. So in my opinion, you need to get proper diet. Diet is very much important, because if you eat something that is very much difficult to digest, then that it definitely doze off and sleep, and you don't have any more to study. So you see to that you have lighter food. You can have it at different intervals, just like you eat it in Madhumeha. So see to that you do that, otherwise you'll doze off. And dozing off is good, but not in between studies. So even sleep is important, because sleep is directly proportional to the concentration. So see to that you get at least minimum of 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night and not in the noon, because the Osmo is contraindicated, but not in summer. So you can sleep now, but see to that you don't sleep, because it will become a habit later. And after that, you can do is a Pomodoro technique, which most of the people talk, but I don't think that actually helps, because I tried it a long time ago and it did not help me actually, because 25 minutes studying 25 minutes and taking break for 5 minutes is very difficult. There is constant distraction for that 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes will turn into 25 minutes, and studying will turn into 5 minutes. So find your own style and do whatever you think is helpful for you people. The other thing I can do is, whenever you wake up in the morning, do the hardest thing in the morning. Whichever the subjects you find difficult, do it in the morning, finish it off, and then you'll have lighter things to concentrate after that, because doing something which is grievous in nature in the morning will take off that pressure over your mind and have a lighter, calm mood throughout the day, and it will help you focus on things in a better way. So next thing would be whenever you feel anxious or you feel like there is a pressure over you, So see to it that you do deep breathing, because it actually helps. It helps in releasing of endorphins from your brain. So do that, because it's not just I'm saying it, because I do that most of the times, because I'm an average student. I know what exactly it feels to be under pressure and under that constant judging ourselves about whatever we're going to do in the future and the exams, how they are going to happen. So do that and it will definitely help. Other than deep breathing, you can also try meditation. The next thing would be like trying Zen mode, like I talked in the previous study sessions also, where you're supposed to, instead of Pomodoro techniques, try these Zen modes. Like it comes in varieties of duration of timings, where it will take your mind off your phone, because it puts your phone in a state of silence. You only get calls, no messages, nothing else. You can't even call your any emergency until and unless the duration that you have set will not go off. So that is a great solution if you are too addicted to your phone. And the next thing would be like group discussions. Like you tell your friend to study the same topic. The person can also be in the same room or in different room. See to it that you both study the same topic, and afterwards he ask questions. And also it kind of builds a competitive nature in you, and it feels like you're supposed to study better than that person. So you do that also. Along with that, you can don't force yourself to sit and study for a longer stretch. Take breaks, because breaks are very much important. Just like in sports, when you practice for a longer duration of time, it's important for our body and mind to be in a relaxed and calm state. So how much ever you're putting your concentration is equally important as that of your rest. So see to it that you are giving importance to both of them. The last two things that I would like to tell you people is self-evaluation. At the end of the study, you evaluate yourself, like ask yourself questions, or else at the end of the study you write down whatever you have learned. Like you will understand whatever you are trying to retain and what have you left. So write all those things, and whatever you have left, recheck yourself, reevaluate yourself, and write those things which you don't actually remember, or else mark those things in your paper book itself, so that the next time you study or revise it, it will definitely remember whatever you have left in the background. And the last thing would be to leave your study place for once in a while, because it actually is important for a person to not be in a monotonous nature or monotonous place for a longer duration, because it creates that granted nature for a person to stay in a place and not be motivated. So it's better if you go for a walk or a temple, whatever you believe in. You can also be going for coffee. It will only take 5 minutes if for someone who is addicted to coffee, for like me. So meet your friend at that time and talk something other than studies. If you're into studying, you can also talk that, but to take off your mind from that subject, you can also talk about something else which is light, considered light. Don't get into arguments and stuff. So you do that. So let me know how you people actually found this thing helpful or not, or else if you have any other kind of suggestions, please let others know in the comment section below. So because there is only less than 20 days left for the examination, please let others find this thing helpful and be motivated to study. We are already a family of 1,000 subscribers. I don't want to stop now. There is no looking back, and I want to grow further with you people. So please subscribe to my channel, and that will be a great help for me and my channel. Thank you so much. Kindly subscribe.